started it now. Okay, so the first part were these different activities, if you recall, and you were supposed to give a number between 0 and 10 as for to what extent you're able to do the activity. And 0 means there's no way I can do it. 10 means no problem at all.
Okay,
Okay.
I remember.
Yeah. So the first activity you need to give a number to is a full day of gardening from 9 o'clock in the morning until 6 in the evening.
Well, now it's winter, so I didn't do that
No.
much gardening. But
But if you had to do it.
actually, I shoveled a lot of snow a few weeks ago, so I think I could manage. Maybe not like 12 hours, but I think I would manage maybe maybe at least 6 hours.
Yeah.
Six,
But if you had to
8 hours.
do all those hours, it's actually from 9 to 18. That's 9 hours, isn't it?
Nine,
Yeah,
9 hours.
9 hours. What number would you give if you had to do it? Like, if imagine if it was summer now and you had to do gardening tomorrow for 9 hours.
What number from 0 to 10?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I think probably 8.
Yeah.
Because I can compare now that it's winter that I can work 8 hours without not much problem. But
Okay, perfect. So the next one is reading a book for 3 hours.
maybe maybe 8 or so probably.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then a walk for 4 hours in the forest.
I didn't do it that much also from the cold and the snow, but maybe 8 or so I think I could manage.
Mm-hmm. And then working full time for 5 days in a row.
I don't want to do it anymore actually.
No.
I work how many hours I work a week now?
But if you had to do five
Yeah.
days.
5 days. I work 5 days every other week, but then I work maybe 36 hours, maybe not 40, 45,
Yeah.
50 as I used to do.
Yeah.
But it's enough.
But if your boss said to you tomorrow, now you have to work five days full time in a row. What kind of
I'm my own boss. So
Yeah. Okay.
no, but no, I can do it. Maybe maybe 7 out of 10. No,
Yeah.
8.
8?
8. I can do it. Maybe I would be tired in the evening more than usual.
But it's possible.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And then dinner party for 5 hours with 10 new people.
This I did like a few months ago. No, I think maybe 9
Yeah,
or even 10 probably.
up to you.
If
10?
if I remember every other water.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's up to you.
Yeah.
If you want to put 10, then we can put
I
10.
think
Yeah.
I can manage.
Okay. Well, Jeremy, that's very positive because, as you might expect, you have improved tremendously.
Okay.
So your total score when we did this the first time was 12, everything put together, and now your total score is 42.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's almost like 4 times or
yeah,
3 times.
yeah. And the maximum you can get is 50. So you're almost there. So for example, like a full day of gardening, you said 2. So basically that was impossible, and now you say 8. And also at the dinner party, you also said 2, and now you say 10.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so that's definitely good. So the next part is your top 3 worst symptoms in the last week.
Yeah. The worst probably is but I guess I think that it's the stiff neck.
Stiff neck.
Number one, dizziness.
Yeah.
Neck dizziness. And tensions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So the next part of the exercise is also you have to give just a number between 0 and 10, but it is for how much pain you have or how much your symptoms are. So in this case, it's the other way around, which means that, for example, if you say 0, that means you don't have that symptom at all. You haven't had it at all in the last 2 weeks. If you say 10, it means it's been very, 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 very bad.
Okay.
So 0, nothing at all. 10, very, very bad. So the first symptom you need to give a number to is pain in the back of the head. So like headache in the back of the head.
I can't say that I have a headache anymore. It's more like
Small tension.
More like less tension, or like if it's a bit numb.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. If you have some sort of discomfort it is
more like exactly the right word, discomfort.
Yeah. So but that
like,
still needs to we still need to give that a number. So discomfort is typically a 1, 2, 3-ish, something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
3.
Yeah.
3.
I don't want to put words in your mouth. Of course, you should decide yourself. But 3, if 3 sounds good for you, then we'll say 3. And then we have a pain behind the ear.
No, I don't have pain behind the ear.
Mm-hmm.
I had in the ear, but
that comes a little further down the list. So then we have the temples.
Temples, I think it's around 5, because I always get like pressure.
Yes.
It's a bit swollen sometimes here.
Yeah. Okay. And then we have the forehead, or above the eyes.
Forehead, I feel it, but it's not painful. It's just like annoying. So I think I will say like about 2.
And then we say on top of the head.
Also, it's the same. Also about 2, 3. It's a bit worse on top of the head than here, or maybe because it doesn't involve the eye. That it's not. I don't know, but like I would say, probably around 2, 3.
3.
3.
Yeah. Okay. And then the back teeth.
No, not nothing in the back teeth.
And
maybe if I press my teeth at night.
Sure, but we're looking only for symptoms that you experience when you're not pressing anything, or
nothing in the back teeth.
Yeah.
0.
And then the jaw.
I think with the jaw we go around like maybe 4. But it's more like tenderness. It's not like real pain.
No. But like the scale goes from a little bit of discomfort until a lot of pain, or very annoying pain. So it's a subjective. Scale. Okay. So the next one is in the eyes, in or behind the eyes.
Maybe like 4.
And then sinus pain.
That is gone actually.
Yes.
So I think I still feel it, but I'm not tight anymore as before. I can breathe. I didn't use nasal spray for at least 2 months now, or maybe 3. I don't know. So maybe like 2.
And pain inside the ear?
No, I don't have any pain. I had like when I had this ear infection, but now everything is back to normal.
Yeah, that's good. And then we have clicking or popping in the ear.
Like 8. Click all the time.
And then we have throat pain inside the
But it's
throat.
not painful. It's
No,
just
just the clicking, popping.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have to pop my ears by myself
Yes. Yes.
all the time.
Yeah. And then we have throat pain inside the throat.
No, 0.
And chest.
No, no pain in the chest. I
And
can be a bit tired here on the when because I work a lot like this,
yeah.
so I have to stretch a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
But it's not painful. It's just like tired.
Yeah. Okay. So you still want to give it a 0, or you
Yeah,
want
I
to
think
increase
so.
it? Yeah. Okay.
Because it doesn't hurt. Just like I have to,
Yeah.
really
Stretch.
stretch the
Sure.
front.
Yeah. Okay. And then in the neck.
That's a 8.
Yes.
The neck,
Yeah.
especially the right side.
And then just above the neck in the base of the skull.
I think that's exactly where mostly of my problem sits. The occipital. I think like also like around 8.
Yeah. Yes. And the upper back. So it's just below the neck area.
Just the neck. Um, yeah, maybe around maybe 6, 7, and also mostly on the right side.
So a 7.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then we have between the shoulder blades.
depends from the 2 days, but like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I would say average, let's say a 5, like in the middle, and also on the right side.
And then we have in the middle of the back.
No, not that much. No, no, nothing. Almost.
Nothing. 0, 1,
Yeah,
2.
let's say one.
Yeah. And then we have in the lower back.
Lower back, I had just a tiny bit, but it's my own fault.
Okay.
I tried a new yoga.
Ah.
Didn't work for me. I think I crushed something, but
Yeah.
it's much better.
Yeah.
But maybe like 3. Yeah.
Yes. And then we have in the legs. Actually, we have 3 different symptoms now. First it's called legs, then it's called the ankles, and then it's called the feet and toes. So the legs first.
I don't have any pain in my legs.
No.
No.
Ankles.
Ankles, I can't say I have pain. They crack all the time. If I move my
Yeah,
feet.
I think that's normal though. Yeah.
So no pain in my ankles.
And feet and toes.
Feet a bit, maybe like 4, because I'm standing up all day most of the time. So but I think it's more like tiredness than it's not pain caused by something. It's just probably tiredness because I stand up all day almost.
Yeah, and then we have the top of the shoulder.
Top of the shoulder. That will be like 8 on the right side and 5 on the left side.
Okay,
so
we'll say 8 then. Yeah, we'll take the worst side, and then on the side or inside the shoulder.
No, nothing.
No, and then in the do you have anything in the arms, wrist, and hands at all?
No.
No. Okay. And yes, and then okay, so those were the different pain symptoms. So now we have the various symptoms, and the first one is tinnitus.
No, I get it like few times, but let's say 1.
And then we have and then we have weakness in the hands and arms.
No,
No,
nothing.
and then we have sensitivity to sounds.
Still, not as much as before. I don't jump. Maybe 5.
And sensitivity to light.
That's worse. I think 6.
And
Especially at work,
yeah,
of course, because neon. I don't
yeah,
like the how do you
the
say the
neon
light,
lights. Yeah, yeah,
the neon light. It's
yeah. And then trouble swallowing or a sensation of not swallowing properly.
I don't know.
No. And watery or dry eyes.
Uh, it's not that bad. It used to be worse because it's quite cold now here, but it's not as bad as before. So maybe like 4.
And then clicking of the jaw or mechanical issues with the jaw.
Clicking I have on the left side all the time, almost all the time, but it doesn't hurt. It's just clicking.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't hurt, how should I?
Yeah. Well, these symptoms are not are actually not pain symptoms. So it's like
Okay.
tinnitus and sound sensitivity, light sensitivity. So this is more how bad you perceive it to be. How much is it bothering you?
Okay, it's bothering me like a 6.
Yes. And then nausea.
Number 2. I don't have them as usual as before.
And then we have dizziness or balance disturbances.
I think 8.
And then we have irritation in the eyes. So it's more like a superficial.
Yeah, 8 also.
And then we have irritation inside the nose.
5 is better. It's much better.
And then trouble turning the head.
The 2 last week, then I had quite much trouble, but I couldn't still work. So maybe like 6.
And then we have visual disturbances.
8 too. It's the same with that.
And then a feeling of living in jelly or a dream or an aquarium. I think we mentioned for you specifically.
Yeah. Not as bad as before. I think maybe like a 5.
Good. And then
I
stomach.
think
Yes.
stomach, no, it's a bad stomach last week. Now it's better again. So it has been much better actually the last 3 months. So I think that's maybe like 4.
And then we have inability to concentrate.
4, I would say.
Yes. And inability to sleep or poor sleep.
Poor sleep.
Waking up and not falling.
This is strange because it's a bit up and down. I had like a bit of trouble last week and the week before, but the 3 months before the 2 last weeks, then I sleep like a baby. I slept like a baby, so I think maybe like also like 4. 4, yeah. No, I sleep quite good.
And then stress or anxiousness.
I just had 2 panic attacks the last 4 months, so it's much better. So I think it's a 2.
And tiredness or a lack of energy.
6.
Yes. Okay. All right, Jeremy. I have the total here, so you have made quite good progress as the activities also implied. So the total before when we did this the first time was 272, and now it's 159. So it's not quite half, but it's at least, I think it's around 40% improvement in the symptoms. And obviously, your activity levels have fantastically improved. So all in all, I think there can be only one conclusion, and that is that you're moving in the right direction.
I hope so. I feel like it too also. Like as I told you before, like I think might be like around 60%.
Yeah, yeah. But that's great. We're also not necessarily going for like a total of zero, because um, the further you get into the program, the more difficult it can get to get, zero on all of them. So I'm kind of
Yeah,
happy when, of course, yeah, I'm personally very happy if you can score one in all of them.
yeah,
Of course, it would be good if it could be like a mix between one and zero, but typically when you have a total of 30 in this, you feel like, okay, this I'm cured now. I mean, I have a little bit
mm,
of something. So the we're not necessarily going for zero, but more like 30-ish, with none of the
okay.
symptoms, preferably being more than a one. So that's fantastic. Congratulations, Jamie
Yeah, thank
and
you.
Jeremy, and very well done. Yeah, I'm gonna stop
Thank
the.
you.
Come again?
Thanks you.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. You're welcome. You've been doing all the hard work. I will stop the recording now.